Hey guys, it's Andrew here, and if you haven't known, when I was a little younger, I used to play with marbles all the time. Like, they were one of my favorite toys. So today, we're going to be bringing back those old memories by watching some marble races. Okay, let's watch this one.
Calphalon Premier Space-Saving Cookware
That looks like
stacks
she's
neatly and
supposed
securely
to.
to save you 30% more space.
I trust you've had ample opportunity to catch your breath after the Marble Olympics qualifier rounds, but for Snowballs, O'rangers, Savage Speeders, and Mellow Yellow, they never even really got their breath that elevated. As a result, because they did not get out on those courses and get some good runs in that may actually benefit them come time for the actual Marble Olympics, they've decided to form a friendly event here with the 4 automatic qualifiers for this year's event, testing out a few of the courses and events that they will see in just a couple weeks' time. Here in the 5-meter dash, one that is so short that you just have to expend all of your possible energy, while at the same time not jostling too much with your competitors, because that will slow you down, as will a bump off the near side wall, as you saw for the Savage Speeders. That relegated them back to 3rd. Now, obviously not a lot to play for. This is a friendly event, so there are no points or necessarily anything beyond bragging rights to claim, but if you know some of the fan bases here, bragging rights are pretty important. Curling, especially on this one, is an event that they will benefit by getting out and getting some practice on. Obviously, you don't know what the ice conditions will be by the time you get to the main event, but it is such a finesse sport. It's all about your angles and your touch. On this one, by the way, we're just going to be looking from this angle. The actual event, we will have top-down views and a few others in case things get really close. A sport of millimeters, this can be. In a situation like this, it's less about trying to beat your opponent and also more about just getting the practice in, trying to figure out, do I do an in-turn or an out-turn here? What's the speed going to be like if I want to try a heel out the back? What do I have to do in terms of my bounce off of that back wall if I want to try to land it on the button in a dire situation should it come down to it in the main event? A lot of things going through your mind here. I think a lot of them are contingencies, more so than, let's beat these guys. But since the Snowballs are the host for this year's Winter Marble Olympics, I have a feeling last year's overall champion in the O'rangers would like to make a little bit of a statement. Andrew in, good impact. And could this be the statement that they were looking for? Yes, it will. They knocked 2 of the Snowballs right out the back of the house. Unless Snowstorm can do something and maybe land right on the button. Now he's not going to be able to. This is going to be a pretty good beatdown by the O'rangers here. Now, you don't know how much the Snowballs were trying, but still, 8-1. Yeah, it's not too shabby. The fans are going to be happy with that, too.
Those Savage Speedsters.
Now on to Heat 2 now, the Savage Speeders, the Mellow Yellow. Down they come. It's going to be way out in front of the house. No points there. Another element of this practice that I think sometimes people overlook, and from talking to the marbles, this is very evident. Anytime you come into a venue like this, it's so grand, there's so many fans, the pressure is so much higher than what you are usually used to in normal competition. Getting that into your system and getting experience before the main event can be huge. Eliminate all of the variables that may make your mind wander when it comes down to the main event, and then you can really focus on just playing the game, on winning the match, on beating the others in the race, whatever it might be. Whereas otherwise, you're going to be all starry-eyed looking around at the 5,000 fans that are sitting in the grandstands. I think this is a good event And I know some of the fans were a little bit upset that the automatic qualifiers didn't get out there at all, so they were overjoyed to hear that this friendly was going to happen. And they came out in droves. Uzi from the Savage Speeders, snaking his way between competitors and teammates, but all for naught. Down to the final couple of marbles here in this heat. A little contact. Yellow comes here to the back and may settle in the blue ring. That's 1 point. 5-2 overall. Couple of blanks. Not really helping the Savage Speeders there. Mellow Yellow's well done to them. Now for the half pipe, another one that is so much about angles. Unless you actually get on this half pipe and really get a feel for it, it's going to be tough to deliver in the main event. Last year's champions, this year's hosts going at it again, and it's the latter in good position here in the half pipe. Now remember, the goal is to stay in as long as you can, and they're going to do that pretty easily. Snowballs. What was their time? That's well clear. 39-22 to 35-48.
Yes.
I think the Snowballs are kind of building up some excitement. What kind of home field advantage is this team going to have? Savage Speeders trying to do the opposite of their name in this event. Take it as slowly as you can. But that speed for the trailing marble catching up. Will he be able to stay behind? Ooh, barely. What was the difference here? Mellow Yellow cumulatively beat him. 38-40 compared to 37-92. Now, unfortunately, the snow race has been canceled due to bad weather. They were hoping to get a feel for what the snow conditions would be like in the race, but we'll just have to wait and see. So that means that the Snowballs come away with an unofficial victory in this friendly practice round. Opening ceremony, by the way, scheduled for the 9th of February. The first event coming right after that. Stay tuned. Marble Olympics on the way.
Well, that was very cool. It was cool. Really cool. I liked it a lot. Once again, shout out to my friend Zane. Go check his channel out. It's called Zanester. And yeah. Peace.